Well, hello and welcome back to TC's Paper Blessings. In today's short video, I wanted to show you the end result of the magnetic storage sheets and how I store my dies and my stamps. And I wanted to share with you my stamp inventory book. I have a book that I've created that has all the stamped images of every stamp that I own. It also has a copy of every die. I don't know if you can see this. And then inside are the stamps. And I wanted to show you how this book, if you were to create one, would keep you so organized. It's also useful, let's say, in the event of a fire. If you were to have a index book, you would know exactly the stamps that you own. When you go shopping, you would have record. If you need inspiration, you have a resource to go to say, oh, I want to create a stamp. Let's see what I want to use. I want to create a card today, sorry. And let's see what stamp I want to use today. So let me show you how I organize using the stamp book inventory. So behind, I set here and I film overhead when I am working. So this is my table workspace that I'm at right now. Behind me in this bookcase is Stampin' Up. And there's a white sticker on the end of each stamp set. And that stamper number represents the name in the book. So for example, these images are all stamped on a piece of cardstock. That piece of paper, that 8.5 by 11 piece of paper goes into a page protector, which then goes into this book. If I were to want to use this stamp set, after I've looked through the catalog, then all I would have to do is look at the number that I have placed beside the stamp set, which is 54. I didn't explain that very well. Let's go through that just quickly. So I take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I stamp all these images onto that piece of paper. Then that piece of, I look to see the previous stamp set of Stampin' Up, and that number would have been 53. So I put the number 54 on the end of this and in the catalog book. That way when I'm looking over here and I'm looking for a set, I don't have to read all the names. I just look for the number. On the sheet of paper that's in the stamp inventory, it'll say 4 stamps. On the end of each stamp, and I see that this one doesn't, oh, it is marked. On each block, it also has a number. That number lets me know that all 4 of these go in this set. That way, if you have several stamp sets out and you're wanting to put them away quickly, you know that all of stamps 54 go into case 54. Then I come over here and I put it away. Then with the clear stamps, I store in the storage cases that I talked about in the previous video. These are the ones that are recommended by Jennifer McGuire. And I slide them out and I'm able to find whatever stamp I want. Either I can look through this case, I can look through the box and rummage, which is something I do love to do. But at the same time, after I've looked in my stamp catalog book, I can say, okay, I want to play with this stamp. I come over and I have them broke down into categories, and all the information that is on this stamp, it says flowers. I have terrible lighting in here right now. It says flowers, and it is a Stacy Stamps. So in other words, in the catalog, I have written down Stacy Stamps, 1 stamp, and it's under flowers. I know that it is a clear stamp even though it's a rubber stamp. I know that it's in this box because of the section that I have the 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper placed into the stamp catalog. So the stamp catalog is divided into categories. And a category lets me know whether or not it's in this box, if it's stored in, I'll try and move this, if it's a close to my heart, which is stored, see the number 3 there? So those are all close to my hearts. If it is a stamp and a die, it'll be here because this is stamped and dies. If it's a stampendous, it'll be in this section. These are using the stuff tins that I showed. This is how they store. And I just read the name on the end. Here are my steel dies that are large. They're just steel dies. And then now my new storage system is the larger dies, which are from the Gemini by Crafter's Companion. I'm working on finding a suitable storage container. So in the meantime, for 97 cents, I purchased these plastic folders that have a zip on the top. And within each one, I place the die and the stamp and all information that goes with it. So far, there are no stamps with these. So I hope that will help you in figuring out how to organize. So for example, I just recently, I have an auto ship that arrives to me from Crafter's Companion, and it arrived today. So I'll take and I will cut out all these pieces. I'll place them into the catalog. All the corresponding information that goes with it is going to go into a plastic sleeve, and it will be stored with Crafter's Companions, which is located in this folder. I'm able to find everything. I'm able to use everything because of the master catalog. If there was to be a catastrophic event here, I would hopefully have the opportunity to take this book. Also, if I'm going to go shopping, sometimes I'll take this catalog along and look through it when I'm out with my friends, or perhaps I'll look through it and refresh my memory of what I have before I go shopping. Also, it helps you to see what you have when you're making a card and you're looking for a particular sentiment. It is so nice to be able to flip pages. The book seems kind of large. I mean, it is a 5-inch binder, but I have to tell you, you go through it lickety-split. Another storage suggestion is I recently, Crafter's Companion, in Crafter's Companion, I'll start over. HSN was offering an auto ship for the Crafter's Companion magazine. And with the magazine subscription, you receive free items. With this particular one, I received some gold foil, dies, and a stamp. So what I did was I took an 8.5 sheet piece of paper. I stamped all the images onto the piece of paper. I wrote on there Crafter's Inspiration Magazine and foil, DVD, I forgot that one, and DVD and die. So for example, I can show you, I already have cataloged that one. And let me show you what it looked like when I was finished. Well, I guess I don't need that one empty. Oh, here it is. So it arrived with dies, a stamp, embossing folder. There's also a magazine that goes with this. So when I go through my catalog, everything is listed to what accompanied that. Yet I was able to put my DVD where it goes with the DVD cases. I was able to put my foil into the embellishment box that I have. And the magazine is going to go with the other magazines. And those get stored together. Well, I hope from me showing you how I store my stamps and dies using this catalog that you were able to glean some useful information. So everything in my studio has a place and everything is cataloged. So anything that comes in goes into, let's say, a basket on the corner of the table, and it stays there until I catalog it. And once you get in the habit of doing it, it is just like easy breezy. And it's also, once it's in the catalog, it is so rewarding and so easy and such a great reference that now I couldn't imagine having a product and not cataloging it. And for the rubber stamps, they also have a place, the ones that are wood mounted that are miscellaneous. And let me just show you. You see the cherry cabinet? Well, there's numbers, 1, 2, 3, on each drawer. And within the drawer are the stamps. And on the end of the block is a number. And this number says that this stamp goes in D1. It sure does make cleanup really easy. And I get more use out of my products. So that was organizing stamps and dies. And I thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you were helped in some way to get organized. And if you would, give me a thumbs up or subscribe. Have a blessed day. Take care.